Many people today, won't break away from the church. They are too dependent upon the church to do absolutely anything for themselves. They refuse to study to show themselves approved, even now that the Most High has released you from the holds of Babylon. The Most High has released you from the grips of Babylon, and you still refuse to think for yourself. You still refuse to take the time to study, and look for this truth, even though the Most High, has given you all the liberty to chase after the truth. This is a prime example of the world right now. Look at we're like the people have been like these dogs right here. Okay, it says he won't even come out of the gate when it's open unless I tell him it's okay. So you're waiting for the church to tell you that it's okay. You're waiting for the church to tell you, yeah, there's more than 66 books. You're waiting for them to say, yeah, those people aren't the Israelites. Yeah, we don't really have authority over the scriptures. We don't have a relationship with the Most High. No, you guys are going to have to follow the true people of the Most High. See, the church isn't going to tell you that, but you're sitting here, acting like, well, if I just sit here, everything's going to fall in my lap. But this is exactly what you're seeing in the world right now. The whole world is like this dog right here. Most High has opened up the gate. He's saying, come on out. Come out of her, my people. Get out of the church. Get out of these lies. Think for yourself. Chase after me. But most people are being just like this dog right here and not moving because their master has told them otherwise. Most are still waiting for this man to come and save them, which is kind of funny because why would you need a savior when you run everything? Why do you need someone to come and rapture you away when you've been in charge the whole time? Does that make absolutely any sense? You've been on top. You've made all the decisions. You've had no one to show up to give any alternatives to stuff that you've brought out. But somehow you believe that this man right here is supposed to come back, crack the skies open, and save you. What exactly do you need saving from? Yourselves? Do you need saving from your decisions? Because you've been on top. You've been in charge. So how is it that you need to be saved? You've used this image to go around the world, rape, rob, murder, and destroy everyone. You've taken away knowledge, taken away understanding. You've destroyed the true chosen people. You've done all of this. Why exactly do you need to be saved? Who really needs to be saved then? Wouldn't it be the people that you've been destroying that need actually to be saved, not you? But see, this shows you this whole supremacy feeling that you guys have, has gone way too far. You guys have been the ones that have been in charge of everything. So, like I said, you need to get saved from your responsibilities, from your actions. Makes absolutely no sense. If you go and check my video I put up last night on YouTube, we go into the Acts of Peter, and what you're going to have to understand is that whole story between Simon Magus and Peter is like a microcosm of what is happening today. It shows how the devil, Simon, goes out and pretty much just corrupts the whole world, lies to them about everything, but he uses like the scriptures to do it. Oh, Peter he didn't really have faith because, he fell, he was walking on water and he lost faith, and that's why he sunk into the water when he was walking on water. He's not really down with the Most High because he doesn't have faith. I'm like the God and you need to, worship me. You don't, worship the God of the Hebrews. Same thing that the church has done. Go back and go check that video out, because everything that like Simon was doing was exactly what the church has been doing. They have tried their best to usurp the position of the Israelites. There was order back then and there's order now. Marcellus, who was he was like what you would call like a same person as like Cornelius. The church set up a Cornelius to show you that the Gentiles have exactly the same rights. Everything's the same exactly between the Jews and Gentiles, and that there's no order. But see, there is order. The church was able to push all of that because we were cursed. And see, the churches knew that we were going to be cursed. So they don't want you to realize that you were being blessed because the Israelites were being cursed. What they had to set up was this abominable church, and that you were going to this abominable church, you were giving them money, and that's why you were being blessed. But they didn't want you to know that you were being blessed because the Israelites were being cursed at that time. It had nothing to do with the church. You would have been blessed either way, had that church shown up or not, because we were going to be at the bottom, and you were going to be blessed while we were at the bottom. You were those Gentiles the Most High was going to use to make us jealous, and that's exactly what he did. But Satan and his minions and the priesthood of Mahan, they had to set up the church so that they could say, oh, well, this is why you're being blessed. They don't want you to realize where blessings and cursings come from, where the good things and the bad things come from. They come from the Most High, good and bad, just like the story of Job. Even though he was getting destroyed by the devil, but the Most High said you can only do this to Job. You can only do that to Job. But it was a competition. It was a test to see how would Job respond to the testing. Same thing with us. We had to go through testing to see how we were going to respond to the tests. Exactly the same thing. So what you have to understand is, like I said, that the Most High gives blessings and curses, and he's doing that also today. So go back and check that video out that I did, because they're not letting up. There's part of me like, now the fourth video that they're not going to allow up on TikTok. I got to figure out what's going on, but I'm putting them on YouTube. I keep on putting up videos, and they keep on not letting them load up like this. As you can see, there's been 3 videos that I've posted on TikTok, but as you can see, they're all zeros because TikTok has not released them. Okay, so I'm not making this stuff up. This is exactly what's going on. But this truth is undefeated, so it's understandable. I said the Most High has opened the gates. Prophecy is being fulfilled. It had nothing to do with that test they did yesterday. What's going on in Ukraine, what's going on in Russia, the awakening of the Israelites. See, gone are the days of them being able to actually come against this truth. They can't come against this truth, and it's only going to get worse. Do you see people coming in and trying to debunk the fact that we can read other books? No. Are they trying to really debunk who we are? They might say a little stuff here and there, but they don't use the Bible. They're not using the Bible for prophecy. They're just rehashing the same things to keep that dog behind the fence. That dog is, just waiting there for someone to tell them it's okay. And the Most High is already telling you that it's okay for you to start to study, for you to chase after him. But you are still waiting, but you don't believe that he has authority. You don't believe the Most High has the authority to tell you that it's okay. You think that only your church has that authority. You put your faith in man. You put your faith in your priests and your pastors, and you're waiting for them to come clean and tell you the truth. But the Most High has sent his people, the ones that he's ordained, to bring this truth out to you. But you don't want to listen to them. You seem to think that they don't have any authority. You seem to think that they don't have a connection with the Most High. But see, you're going to be sadly mistaken. And a lot of it is they always want to say, well, we're all equal, we're all the same. Well, if we're all equal and all the same, then how come you don't listen? Because, to someone like myself, who brings the receipts and brings this information and tells you that you have liberty to chase after the Most High, that you have a responsibility to chase after the Most High, that you don't have to listen to these pastors and priests anymore. And if they really believe what they were saying, they would be able to debunk this information, but they can't. So they try to ignore it as long as they can. But the Most High is awakening the ones that he wants to awaken right now, because very soon it's going to be too late. If you really think you have years and years and years to wait, I said you're sadly mistaken, because now these people are not even trying to defend their religion anymore. They're not defending any of the things that they've said. They're not defending any of the things that they've brought out. And they're not trying to attack this information because they can't. Because the truth is going to be undefeated. It's always been undefeated, and it will continue to be undefeated. Not partial truth, all the truth. 2 Esdras 14 said there's going to be other books. Where are the people that are trying to explain those prophecies? We were supposed to wake up in the lands of our captivities. Where is the Christian church talking about that? You're going to say, oh, that was the Christians that fulfilled that prophecy as well? That was Ish, who says they've never lost any of their identity? Read for yourselves. Study for yourselves. Shalom.